How to use Google Docs. Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you how you can use Google Docs. So having said that, let's just jump into the video. So as you can see, I'm over here in Google Docs, and since Google Docs isn't basically an application that you can go to, if you're using one of the Google browsers, you'll see at the top corner this Google Apps button. You click on it, and then here you can go ahead and shimmy through it, and you'll find the Docs option right here. Click on it and it'll take you to Google Docs right here. Or what you can do is you can just type in docs.google.com and it'll pop up as well. And that's how you can get to Google Docs. And over here, you can see all of your documents right here. You got some templates over here that you can choose from. And down below, you'll find all your recent documents. So all of your documents that are owned by you or shared by you are going to be down over here. So if I just simply click on not owned by me, all the documents are going to be available over here. Owned by me are going to be available over here. Currently, I got nothing over here. And owned by anyone, all the documents are going to show over here, which is pretty cool. And there we go. So I shared some documents with me just to, we have a few options over here, and we can see next over here, you can also sort them, by anyone, by me, by not owned by me, by anyone, all those. So now you can see they actually work. Then we have some sorting options. So here we can sort them by list, by grid. Those are the two options available. Then we can sort them by, last open, modified me, or title. And over here, you can click on open file picker, click on it. And here you can choose what you want to open, right? So we got all these different documents. We got my drive, shared with me, starred, computer, uploads, all of them are going to be available over here. And over here, as I said before, you got your templates. You click on the template section. It'll open up all the templates that are available. So you got resumes, you got letters, you got personal, project proposals, onboardings, sales, you got legal, human resources, freelance engagements right here. Educational content available over here. We got some reports, lesson plan and all of that. So you got a bunch of different templates to choose from. So next, go ahead and open up the document. So what we're doing now, we're going to go ahead and create a blank document. We're going to click on the plus button, the big red plus button, or the colorful plus button, and it's going to open up like so. And you're going to use it like you would use any other document tool that you would, like MS Word or whatever tool you want to use. And over here at the top, it's going to give you an unnamed document. So it'll say untitled document. Go ahead and type whatever you want. So for this one, I'll just say intro to the GDoc. All right, intro to GDoc, like that. That's going to be its name. And now if you go back to Google Docs, you'll find it right here. Let me see, owned by anyone. And where did it go? Yep, there we go. I thought I said intro, but it says is intro to intro. Yeah, it's supposed to be intro. There, now it's better. But you guys understand what I mean, right? And you'll find it out there. Now, at the top, you'll have your main options right here. You can see at the top, very top, you'll find your main menu options. Right? You got your file, you got your edit, view, insert, you got your format, tools, extensions, and help section, right? Below this bar, you'll find your main menu bar, where you'll have all the search button over here where you can search for whatever you want to add. You got the undo and redo, print, spelling, grammar. You got paint format, normal text, font, size of the text. Over here we've got different style like bold, italic, underline, text options over here. Then we got links and insert options. Then we got like the format, where we can align and indent, paragraphs, line spaces, checklist, all of those things, right? So what I'll do actually is I'll go ahead and type something over here just to, get things started. All right, so here we go. I added some documents, I added some words. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put them all in normal size so that we can actually go ahead and, see, right? So, and show you how you can go ahead and, change it. All right, so first things first, at the top, you're going to, of course, add your, header. If you double click on the top section right here, you can see you can't really add anything. But if you double click it, it'll allow you to add the header option, right? Then here, if you don't want the header, you can go ahead and, click on remove header. And there you go, it'll be removed. If you want to add page numbers, you can add page numbers. All right, you can add start, and you can continue from previous, show on the first page, or show on everything. If you click this button, only the first page will have the number. But if you uncheck it, all pages will have numbers. And the position is going to be at the header. So if I click on apply, let me see first page header. You can see if I scroll down, this is the second page right here. Here it should say first, there like that, and then bottom, this is like the second one, and then over here if I have any more, it'll be added. So I don't want that, so what I'll do is I'll click on different first page like that. You can see right here, it's added, but I don't want that. So what I'll do is, where's the option? Click over here, page numbers. I don't want it. So we'll just, unapply that and it should be good to go. Click over here, numbers, don't want that. Click on apply. I'll just undo that basically. But yeah. Also, if you double click over here, you can add, header over here, formats. So here you can set margins, header in inches from the top and from the bottom, and you can add like layouts over here as well. So here what I'll do is I'll just add that as my main, header. And if I double click on it, I can go ahead and, change its size to that over here. I can make it bolder so that, people can see that, hey, you know what? It's not simple text. And also I can click over here, click on title and click on apply title, and boom, now we have the title over here. And now here at the bottom for the other simple text, we want to differentiate, right? So if I click over here, double click it, I can go ahead and, make it bolder, increase the size so that, it stays like that. Now for the other ones like that, I'll click over here, What I'll do is I'll put the subheading over here, click on subheading, right? And what I'll do is I'll click on the paint format button. Now, if I just simply select the other text that I want, I can go ahead and do that. See right here? What I'll do is if I double click on it, it's now locked. Now I can just paint over all the text I want and they'll be like that. It won't disappear. So before I clicked on the paint by selecting what I wanted to do, right? It copied it and I clicked on the paint format and I applied it over here, but it disappeared. Then what I did is I selected the text again and double clicked on the paint format. Now it stays. Now I'll just need to click over here and boom, it's done. And click over here, it's done. We don't even need to select the entire, the row. All right. If you want, you can, of course, select it so that you can keep certain words different while keeping the main text different. Or if you want the entire row, just click on the first click button over there and boom, it's as simple as that. Now you can see right here, this one is over here, right? So what I'll do is I'll click over here, different from the first page. And what I'll do is remove the header from here, or maybe actually should have done that afterward. Yeah. I'll just copy this different first page, paste that there. And then for this one, I'll just simply remove the header since I don't want that. It just, looks bad. There we go. So there you go. This is how you can apply different, logic to it as well. Now you can see right here, these little indents, these, I want them to be in a bullet list. I want them to be bulleted. And also we can change the different shapes. So we've got squares, we've got arrows, we've got, stars over here. These are basically different checklists. And we also have like a checklist button as well. If you want to add checklists, you can add that as well. But since we want bullets, what we'll do is we'll click over here in the bullet section and we'll just paste the bullets like that. Of course, you can change the other ones as well. So what I'll do is if I select this section, click on the checklist, click on the stars. This is how the stars ones looks like. And if I click over here, we can also add numbers to it as well. So we can have numbers, and within numbers, we can add stuff to it as well. So click over here. If you press shift, it'll, come down over here, because if you just simply press enter, now it's, the second one is going to be 2, but if you press it with shift and enter, now it's, sorted out. So that's how you can add that as well. And what I think, would look good is if I just simply click over here. I'm just basically going to apply certain, different bullet lists over here so that you can see which one looks good and which one doesn't. And for this one, I'll just put the last one here, which is the star one. I think I already put no, I didn't put this one right here, the arrow one. So yeah, there we go. So now you have all of them right here. Now, what else I can do is I'll just select the entire, document. And what I'll do is I want them to be, add spaces or, stuff like that. So right now it's 1.15. What I'll do is I click on 1.5. Now it's a little bit more, open. We can see it's not as congested anymore. You can see there's space over here. And over here, if I click over here, you can see right here, keep space, add space before paragraph. You click over here, we can add that space, which is pretty helpful. So what I'll do is I'll just add that so that we can have like a space over here, which looks pretty good, like if there's no space, it does not look good at all. So yeah, this looks good. There we go. Much better. Now we can just go ahead and select. Now, if you want to quickly undo what you did, you can press the undo button over here, or press Control Z or Command Z if you're on Mac. If you want to redo it, then just press Control Y. This is, of course, the print button, and this is the spell and grammar. If you click over here, you'll find all the wrong spellings over here. So I'll just say like so. Let me cross that. Now we can see over here it's available. If I click over here, we can see quickly check out everything. So this one was, wrong. We found the correct over here. Click over here. Boom. Now it's corrected. Pretty simple, right? Pretty easy. Also, we've got the highlight feature over here. So if you want to just quickly highlight certain words, click over here and you can go ahead and select them, and boom, you can just highlight them like that. But you'll need to select them and then you hit the button. But what I found is that if you just double click the paint button, it's much easier. Paint tool is your friend. Use it as much as possible, because it will allow you and make things very easy for you. So paint format is really, really helpful. If you want to underline certain objects or certain, things, just simply select it, click on the underline option. There you go. Got a bunch of different options right here. Also, if you want, you can also select the format over here. You can, center align everything, make it left align, right align. But for that, I think it's better if we select the entire document, and then put it like so, like that, or like that. It totally depends on you. And then if you want to share this document, you click on the share button over here and just enter the email address and you can share it. You can also share it over here. You can add it, and it's as simple as that. So pretty simple, right? And on here, if you hover your mouse, you can add comments over here. So if someone else is working on it, you can add comments, you can add emojis, you can also add, suggest edits, it totally depends on you. But yeah, this is how you do it. This is how you can use Google Docs. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And until next time, take care and goodbye.